everyone, we are back with another thrift book haul, and I am once again doing another American Girls haul. I have just been finding a lot of these lately, so these are the next batch of American Girl books I have found at my thrift store in the last probably a couple months or so. So like I always mention, I get these at my local thrift store, and all of them are usually about $1.79 a piece, and at my thrift store, if you buy 4 books, you get the 5th one for free. So I don't think I found all of these like all in the same day or anything, but I'm sure I probably got like maybe a couple of these for free. But a lot of the time I do tend to find like only 1 or 2 here or there. So the first one that I found is another one of the longer American Girl books. This one is a Julie mystery, and it's called The Puzzle of the Paper Daughter. So I have found a couple of these mystery ones so far, and I'm always excited whenever I can find another one, especially since these are a little bit on the longer side compared to the regular American Girl books. These are about, let's see, I don't know, about 180-ish pages or so. So they're about the size of like a Nancy Drew book, whereas the other ones I'll show you in just a minute, they're quite a bit shorter. But like I said, this one is another one of the Julie books. She definitely came out way after I was into American Girl books back in the day, so I don't know anything about her, so it'll be really fun once I start to read her stories. I will have this one, and I'm really intrigued by the mystery ones. You guys know I'm a big mystery fan. So moving on, all of the rest of the ones that I have in this haul video are going to just be like the regular American Girl books. And for the next one, I have a Samantha Parkington book. This is book number 3, and this one is Samantha's Surprise, which is the Christmas story. You guys know that she's my favorite American Girl. I loved her growing up, and I think I might almost have all of her books by now, so I'm definitely getting excited to wanting to read all her books. And like I said, the page count on these are much shorter. These are probably closer to about 65-ish pages plus or minus, so definitely a lot quicker of a read. And once again, I found another Samantha book, and this is one of like the older style books. These are definitely what they looked like when I was reading them. So like these came first, then it came these, and then there's like these super glossy style ones that came out later. So these are definitely super nostalgic for me, this kind of cover style, because those are the ones that I was reading as a little girl. So this one is number 6. This one is called Changes for Samantha. So I think I have all of the main series of Samantha now, which I'm so excited because she is one of my favorites. So moving on to the next girl that I found. This one is another one of the newer girls. She was definitely not around when I was reading these, and this one is Rebecca, and this one is the 3rd book in her series. This one is called Candlelight for Rebecca. Now I believe she is Jewish, so you can see the menorah here. So this one's like her Hanukkah story instead of a Christmas story, obviously. So this one is also like the newer style covers that I was talking about. So this is like the first ones, this is like the second ones, and then these are like the 3rd one. So like I said, I don't know really anything about Rebecca, so I'm excited to read her story, and I think this one's going to be really, really fun. And then another Rebecca one. This one is the 2nd book in her series, and this one is called Rebecca and Anna. So I found those as well. Moving on to the next book that I found, we are back to another Ivy book. This is one of the main series, and this one, once again, I don't know anything about her. I think she's the one growing up around the 70s. Yeah, 1976. So she is really, really cute. She's kind of like that hippie girl, but this one is called Good Luck Ivy. So this one looks like it's going to be about her and her friends, so that's fun. And then I found a few more Kaya books. You guys know in the last one that I talked about a long time ago how I just have not been able to find a lot of Kaya books, but this time I found another one. So this is again one of like the more newer ones with like the cover style. This one is the 5th book in Kaya's series, and this one is called Kaya Shows the Way. So I'm really excited to read all about her story. I feel like I didn't read as many of hers growing up, so I definitely can't wait to get into her series. And speaking of Kaya, I found yet another one of hers. I have been finding a lot more of the newer covers of hers. I haven't found many of the old style ones, but this one is number 6 in her series, and this one is called Changes for Kaya. Then the next one that I found, this might have been the last one I was needing in this girl series, but I can't remember for sure. But this is a Kirsten book, and once again, it's like the newer style cover. This is the 5th book in her series, and this one is called Kirsten Saves the Day. And finally, last but not least, I found 3 books from Addy's series, and I was so excited because I had not even seen a single Addy book since I had started collecting all of these from my thrift stores over the last couple years. Like, I had not even come across an Addy book once, and I found a bunch of them on one day, so I was so excited to finally pick these up because I remember reading the Addy ones when I was growing up, and I always really loved reading about her story. So for the Addy books that I found, the first one is the first one in her series, which is of course called Meet Addy. And so I was just so excited when I finally found the Addy books, because now I at least have, I think with the exception of one girl, I think I have at least one book from all of the main historical girls. So I was so excited when I found those on this particular day because I found these all on the same day. The next one I found was the second book from Addy's series, and it's called Addy Learns a Lesson. And finally, the last book that I found is another Addy book. This is her 3rd one. This one is called Addy's Surprise: A Christmas Story. So I found all of those Addy books on one day. I was so excited. I'm pretty sure they probably all came from the same collection, but you guys, we are definitely filling up my American Girl book collection. I am always on the hunt to find another one whenever I go to my thrift store. My thrift store is pretty big, so it's pretty good about like getting new things in and like recycling their inventory and stuff like that. So I typically go in about once a week, and I love shopping around and seeing if I find any more books. There's a ton of series I'm collecting, so there's always something to keep an eye out for. Alright guys, so that is it for all of these books in my most recent American Girl thrift book haul. I will definitely be keeping my eye out for all of the last books that I still don't have. I think I'm probably 75% of the way there as far as like my American Girl collection goes, so I am always really excited whenever I can check off a book off my list of collections. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on social media. Links are below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.